Hello again. So in the current head-to-head, the Romans attacked the Veneti in the city of Genoa, and I played as the Veneti, and of course, I lost that battle. That the Roman army was very strong, very strong. However, I managed to focus down a couple of the Roman infantry units, and the Insubre did not like the fact that the Rome had tried to establish themselves in the cisalpine gaul. So the Insubre attacked Genoa. So this is the Romans trying to defend the city. Unfortunately, after this battle, the game crashed, and the Roman players he said that, well, I can't join the save, so we would have to redo this battle. But since this was the first battle, we're going to pretend that this is the battle, as this would have been the battle unless the game had crashed and we would have to redo the battle. And after this it will be two Macedonian battles against the Thracian tribes, and then you will have catched up to the head-to-head, because then maybe I will stream the actual campaign, or maybe I will just save the battles, but I will have to sort out multiplayer battles from other patches, and then maybe do some of the maybe online battles that I've had. There's quite a few of them, but not all of them is very, fresh. So I will have to sort that out also to make it easier for me to see which battle and what turn it is to play. So we're playing as the Insubre. And when I started playing and there was like a tournament for DI, and I was in the Insubre team, and I played this Legion of Rome, but you can see I outnumber them. So both of our armies are like coming into this side. So it will be a matter of time who can reorganize first. The Roman garrison is coming out, and then he has his army here. Lots of principes, but many of them are about at half strength, whilst the Insubre army is in full strength. So the Insubre has advantage in the fact that many of the Romans are not they're not as full as they would have been. So every kill on those depleted units will be more painful and might break the morale of the Romans more quickly. So now I will fast forward to my formation. Yeah, in the second battle that we had, it was, well, first the second battle or second time we tried, he went into this city, and I wouldn't have won that one, but it crashed. And I was a bit like, yeah, but in the first battle you played in the open, and now all of a sudden, just because then you will go into this city. I felt that was a bit unfair. So we agreed that we would have an open field battle, and in the second try, he went here instead. And it was a bloody battle. I managed to bleed a lot of these Roman infantry battles, but I did not use my cavalry as well, so he managed to swing around and win that way. But it was a very costly battle for him still. But I'm showing this because this is how it would have been if it had not crashed and we had to redo it. So that's why I'm showing you this one. So I'm sending my cavalry to the wings, and I'm setting up you see these shield walls. They are the secret weapon of the Insubre.
Get ready!
A shield wall will win against a defensive formation. It doesn't really matter how strong the unit is, it will still lose to a shield wall in a frontal commitment. What is the weakness of the shield wall? They don't have a precursor, and they have to be in a line because they can get flanked otherwise. Same as a phalanx, and not as strong, but I think you can see how I have deployed spears in flanks to help with against cavalry, and now I'm like setting up my javelins to help, and some more on this side. This side I have my short sword warriors, which are not very skilled, but it turns out as the Romans make their line, that those short sword warriors are going to face depleted Principe units. You can see that these are badly damaged Princeps.
Forward!
But I have to be wary of him still, because of he has the many javelins. So we're going to use these local troops as precursor fodder. Let's see if it takes bait. These are my worst spears, so that's why I have them up front.
Move it! Run!
I'm not sure why he decided to go in here. But he was probably very confident about it. He said, like after this battle, he was like, "How did you win?" And I can understand it because of these men are very lightly armored. He has more armor. He's in a defensive formation that gives him even more armor. He did not know what caused him to lose. I have to be wary of these javelins then. But I feel his Roman army is very strong. Princeps, they're ready for my attack. They are just waiting for me to attack, and he will go into his defensive formation and grind me down. He has his javelins ready, so he can focus fire, especially on the he should just focus fire on the shield wall, and which is the unshielded side. This unit. So he should focus fire on this unit when his javelins should be bit more here. So these guys will hurl, or his javelin should be here. Then just hurl sideways into these phalanxes, break it up, then attack from either flank. And that's how he should be doing. He could also harass with his cavalry is a bit heavier than mine. Mine has the speed, but I don't have the... I'm not as good in these equites are not that formidable, so they have more armor than mine, but yeah.
Forward!
These Celtic light cavalry only have 11 armor, but the equites only have 28 armor, and they are elite population compared to mine that are not elite population. Then I have this cavalry as well. The hired riders, they can match the equite and can probably beat these. No, it doesn't look like it. Armor piercing 5 and okay, I have more armor piercing with these than what the Roman have. But I tried to bait javelins from the levies, but it did not work, unfortunately. So I'm moving up my javelins to attack this full strength Princeps. Or yeah, they lost one man. But I want to hurt them in their unshielded side. And then these guys are just hurling their precursors to get some damage in on these guys.
Soldiers, move out!
I'm still preparing my flanking force. I just want... So if he... well... Now he's doing a bit like what I said. That he's preparing a little. Or I expect him to be prepared for the assault. And he so seems to know. Like he can attack this unit from the shield on shielded side just like this, and this. And make several gaps in the line.
Fire on them!
But now he makes a... See, he makes a mistake here. He hurls his javelins against my javelins. Despite the fact that... But I think he is just afraid that the fact that I'm weakening up all his full strength units. As these guys are not full strength and my men are 300 men in here. Some of my javelins do go into the levies regardless. But overall my javelins are better utilized as I'm actually hurting his infantry as well. Now he moves up because he wants to force me back and then just hurl javelins in my back. But I'm quite happy to let him hurl his javelins at my javelin men. And his local bowmen are using flaming arrows for the morale effect that it has. I'm rather worried about these alpine phalanxes. But it's the moment of truth now.
Move it!
And so I'm like placing my javelin here again, hoping that he will take the bait. And some of my short swords actually get a flanking charge. Or, you know, hurling some javelins into the unshielded side here. Against an already weakened up the unit. Now I'm attacking this one. I'm hoping that on the fact that these guys are all being weakened up by precursors as well. And that it will make it easier for me.
Take their heads! Make them bleed!
So the first line of these Venetii has swords, and the second line, or maybe it's six, or yeah, I forgot, they varied between swords and spears. So now I'm attacking here, because these guys will get a flanking attack. And some of them actually hit these guys as well. So I'm attacking over everywhere, and then I'm using these spearmen here to push inside this side, and also here. Or maybe I managed to get a charge in here, but he still has his general here, so my cavalry here is outnumbered.
Take the head! Forward!
So this side was a bit of a mistake of me to actually push with the cavalry, because now he will just attack from the side. But I'm hoping that they will hold enough so that the spearmen can come in and assist. That's why I popped the rally here, because I was hoping that it would help. And here the Celtic cavalry managed to catch these Campanian cavalry. Our spearmen are now going up against these Venetii auxiliaries or mercenaries. whilst these spearmen are going against the princeps, which is not ideal. He will lose this one, and this here I am having this in a column because I was thinking of going between here and then going into the rear that way. So you can see I'm losing my cavalry on this side, but the shield wall men are doing their job, winning. I tried to look through here, but it just doesn't work. And I'm retrieving one of the cavalry units here, but I figured it would take too long for me to like go to the other side and do nothing. So I'm just going to try to hunt down this unit.
Charge!
And I will be able to hunt it down because of my superior speed. But if he just clicks attack orders, then he will, or keep moving this unit, he won't take damage over time. Now I'm attacking the levy. Just any casualties and it would make room. And this unit could now have been used to attack these levies from the flank rear. Cause them to route, or attack one attack here, one attack here, one attack there, route that. I could have done it like that, but I did not. Hindsight, like when you know how you can watch it a couple times and you can see things, oh yeah, I should have done it like that. So this spear unit is ignoring these local bowmen. And I'm going to attack in the rear here, because you can see there's a lot of melee infantry here, but I want to free up. So I managed to break that cavalry, and now he has cavalry superiority compared to me. These guys are winning decisively. And these guys are holding their own, however their rear is a bit exposed, so I'm hurling in troops here to try to protect them. Now my axe warriors are going through this breach, and now he's running away with this, and I can't chase them down. So yes, I will attack this Insubre unit in the rear. Or I'm clicking this unit, and then this unit will go in here on the side. And now I could have used this shield wall unit to slam into the rear here, and then this one to here, and the other one to protect. So his defensive line is just standing there. Oh, here they come. Uh-oh. No. No. Ouch. But I turned and I managed to kill some cavalry units here. And he loses elite population in that whilst I lose warrior class. So my cavalry is going to lose here.
Got them down! Mutako! Take them!
And I'm pushing an attack order in here, and these guys are stabbing the Romans in the rear. The Romans are very sturdy, you can see they have 62 morale, but they will break. This seems to be a lot of Roman units here, right? But really, it's only one unit of princeps, and the rest are just very depleted units of the garrison. Here he comes again. Oh no! But this time, my men face the right direction. Now I'm forcing them, the cavalry to retreat, and they're very demoralized now. They have taken quite a lot of losses. Or maybe it's the fact that their army overall has suffered a lot. So I'm taking these spearmen, I'm trying to consolidate now, as he will have struggled to, if I having all my spears protecting the flanks.
Get running!
He's hurling his javelins against these equites, and my cavalry can't be very well used. I tried to save this cavalry unit so that I have something to counter-charge once the enemy cavalry has attacked a unit.
Cut them down!
Now I'm trying to consolidate my phalanx.
Forward!
Now we're facing this way instead, with some spearmen to hold.
Orders, move out! Forward! Running! Get ready! Mutako!
Sword war followers are going in for a flanking attack.
Get ready! Captain Slaudo! Move out! Get your shields out! Commandando! Knock them down! Charge! Run! Curse you! All right!
I'm trying to wrap around the remaining princeps. But here I do a mistake of going a bit too far with my alpine phalanx.
Take their heads! Back! Live to fight another day!
Now I'm retreating these guys,
Put up the shield wall!
forming a shield wall here, and trying to protect these guys' rear with them with these spears. But they were too slow. So now, ouch!
Live to fight another day!
That hurts. Hurt their morale, and they're very tired. Now they're wavering.
Take their heads! Back, warrior! What, Commandando?
Route the cavalry, and they routed that one.
Make them bleed, yeah!
But I got, but these guys, yeah, routed also.
Make them bleed! Serena!
The Roman cavalry is now the only thing that can potentially stay them. But the Roman infantry is very tough. These Venetii footmen are also done very well.
Make them bleed! Kill! 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 Understood! Shield wall, now! Withdraw! Now!
Making a flank attack.
Warriors, move out! Cut them down!
He's just chasing down my routing units, so they won't come back.
Gotcha! Get ready! Charge! Put up the shield wall! Cut them! Ah! Aren't you? All right!
Here I'm going to try to trap these Roman cavalry bodies of infantry. Hopefully we can kill this one.
Charge! Got them! Make them
Alpine shield wall phalanx, they're doing their job.
Warriors, move out! Take their heads! Cut them down! Hack them down! Hack them down! Kill! 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 Cut them! Back!
Fortunately, my general is still alive.
Cut them down!
So I'm charging with my spears.
Charge! Cut them down!
I tried to at the very least, but now
Gotcha! Cut! Roar!
if I can just break these, one of those, I can just focus around all my
Go!
troops around them.
Boys!
Well, now I'm going with my secret weapon again, the phalanx spearmen.
Warriors, move out!
They're going to make a shield wall,
Cut them!
and my spears are going around the Romans' rear. Now the army losses kicks in, and the Insubre gets a win here. And in the second or the battle we did to redo in the open field, he didn't manage to wipe out many units, but most of his infantry was only like 40 men left. So it was still a very bloody battle. So he did learn his lesson here. That I did not tell him afterwards that you should hurl javelins at the shield wall guys, and don't hurl precursors at the one unit that is set up, because if I only set up one unit of the same and everybody else is held back, then it should be rather obvious that that's the unit I'm trying to let you hurl your javelins at, because then it means that I can accept the losses of that unit. So I'm now trying to, and I will be able to chase down. I wonder why are these guys 3 speed? Huh. I thought they were 2 speed. That's weird. Maybe he had some sort of speed upgrade for his men. That seems to be more reasonable, but I have to check. So I try to chase down as many Romans here as possible, because I don't want them to come back quickly. I didn't want him to do that, but yes, he managed to keep his units intact, or keep the units but having to replenish in the actual campaign. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe you guys know that sometimes like you play a campaign, you save, and then the next day when everybody's trying to join, like you have the same sub mod. Okay, we only play with 1, 2, 3 and everything is in order, yet he could not join my autosave. So we had to redo this battle. Do anyone know what it could be, or did he just say that because he did not want to lose the army? So yes. So you can see that I still lost more men than him, but however I did outnumber him with over 1,000 men. Most of these guys were not really. These guys did well considering their low numbers to begin with, but the rest of them, and if this footman actually did quite a surprising number. But again, yes. So the Romans only really need to do to win this was to just form a line, hurl at the shield wall guys, and maybe the axemen, and then you would be able to repel any attack frontally, because the defensive formations is vulnerable to shield wall and phalanx in a head-on engagement. So that will be. Other than that, my only other counter would be to use the axemen in a hit and run tactic. I charge in and then go away again, as I did in. If you guys have watched the Jackyfish, the tournament has started is the name of the game that I played, because I changed my name to Divided et Impera player, because I'm not sure what to call myself. I had my own name, real name, in this YouTube account before, but now I changed it. Yes, but I think this was a good lesson, at least for a Roman player, to just target the shield wall guys with your javelins. Then you can beat any non-formation infantry in a head-on engagement. Just attack first in a non-formation, then you go into defensive formation, and then you will beat them out. Unless it's against the spearman, because the spearman has an expert charge defense. So then you can just go into defensive formation immediately. So you don't charge in, so they don't get their little bonus. And then you will win that way. But thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.